Hello and welcome to Laurindalandia. Today I'm gonna do a reading on how do you surprise people. You can choose your pile by following your intuition. It can be the pile that you're most visually attracted to, or you can even ask in your mind, what is a pile for me? I do a personal readings. They are my first link in description and they are super affordable. Hello pile 1. So you chose this card that says be positive and it came in reverse. I think the way that you surprise people is by actually being very realistic. I think when people first meet you, they have this idea that you're almost gullible or innocent or like almost easy to manipulate, but you really are not. It is very surprising that actually you see right through people. And imagine you don't buy a dream, you create a dream. You're not a person that is going to believe in somebody's word just because say yeah, it's just because yes. You believe in what you can see, you can touch, you can prove. Maybe you are really into science, and this might be surprising for people. You are a person that believes in truth that is verified, believes in something because there is proof of it, and this is very surprising. Again, you might come off as very, maybe you are younger, or you have a very young face, or you have a young spirit at heart. And this, when first like people meet you, they think you are gullible because of that, because you have a young nature, but you actually very practical. You, for example, are not someone that is easily scammed, quite the opposite. You're not someone that believes in other people's words that easily. You are very practical. You are very realistic. It's not that you are a pessimist. No, you might have been told that, but that's not the truth. You just are rooted in reality. You're not someone that believes in illusions. You're not someone that believes in promises. You are someone that is action oriented. For example, if somebody says to you, one day we're going to travel, we're going to do this, you're going to be great, you don't believe that person until they make it happen. You don't believe in promises. You believe in their behavior. I'm hearing if somebody tells you who they are, you believe them. And I think you are that type of person that if somebody shows them who they are, you believe them. You don't create expectations of a person. You don't create this future with them. Like you're very grounded and very, very realistic and practical. And that's very surprising because there might be something about you that is very young looking, or even like this. Maybe you have even big dreams. Maybe you are someone that dreams big. And because you have big dreams, people think you believe in like illusions, and you don't. You actually have big dreams and you are very practical about it. Like you mean what you say. If you mean one day I'm going to start a business, you really mean that. If you say that one day you're going to travel, you really are going to travel. Like you're not just saying things just because yes. And this is very surprising for people because I think people never met someone like you that actually follow through what they say, even if it seems really big for them. All this by one surprises people. And imagine you are optimistic in a reality sense, like you're a very optimistic person actually, but it's very based in reality. Yeah, you are very confident in yourself. And this is like, it's not that it's surprising that you are confident in yourself. It's that level of confidence in yourself in the world is surprising for people because they've never seen someone with that level of confidence in themselves and also in the world. It's like you know that you can get everything that you want. And this is not delusional. It might seem delusional for other people at first. That's why it's surprising for them the fact that you actually not living in the Lulu, that you actually living in a very grounded reality. It's like shocking how much you can actually achieve. Like it is surprising that you always were telling the truth. It is surprising that when you were talking about these big plans and big visions, they did happen. You work towards them. You are working towards them. Nothing that you said was delusional. It was actually very grounded in reality. But because I think, or you have a young spirit, or you have big dreams, people think you are being delusional. You are not. You are very grounded in reality. And this is very surprising for people that actually like you mean what you say. There is also a vibe here that maybe, for example, you are someone that maybe says once, okay, I'm going to do this, I'm going to travel, I'm going to create this product, I'm going to create this company, and you don't say it anymore. But when you say this, like that one time, people don't believe you at first. They're like, yeah, yeah, right, you never do them. And the thing is, you might have been working towards that in silence. I think you work in silence, you don't show how much work you put behind the scenes, and because you don't show all of your process, people don't believe you at first, and they're surprised in realizing that, yeah, you were serious about that. It is also very surprising to you that, again, I think you have a very young um spirit. Like there's something about you that is very connected with your inner child, and it's very youth like, right? And it's surprising for people that you're actually not afraid to cut people off. You are a no BS type of person. You're not afraid to cut people off. You're not afraid to let go of people, places, and things that don't serve you. You're not afraid to just say your piece and let go. It's also very shocking and very surprising how intelligent you actually are. Because again, it goes back to the young spirit. I think people underestimate you. That's the word. People really underestimate you. And they are shocked by your intelligence, by your willingness to let go. You might have let go and cut off people that were there for a long time, that you knew since childhood, that maybe they were your family, they were your childhood friends, like people that been with you for a long time, and you have zero issues in letting them go if they don't serve you anymore. And like imagine, it's very surprising that you have this big plan, big dreams, and you're very practical with it, and you are willing to let go of anything that stands between you and that dream. You don't care what it is, you don't care what it is. If it's standing between you and what you want to achieve, if it's standing between you and your dream life that you have in your mind, you will cut them off. Like you will take the necessary measures to achieve that goal or objective. And this is very surprising. Because again, I think people don't quite believe you at first, or they really underestimate you. What is surprising about my pile number one? It's also surprising that you're very strategic, you're extremely smart. And that's extremely surprising because, again, you might be here someone that looks young, or this is also maybe someone that is really beautiful. And I think, if especially if you are really beautiful, I think that beauty, people underestimate your intelligence because of your beauty. There is also a lot of clear skies. I think people are really surprised by your clear vision. Again, when they first met you, they think you are living in delusional land, in the Lululand, but actually you are not. Like you're actually very clear, grounded, and mature about your life and your life plan. There are also people, again, they're really surprised. There is a vibe here that you are not romanticizing life, like you are living the romance. Like there is a part of you that you are not making things seem better than they are. Like you're not seeing things better than they actually are just to cope. Like you actually have a very clear, grounded way of seeing life that is very real. And you are not trying to romanticize it or create these illusions. No, you're like, this is life. This is what I have right now. And I'm going to work with what I have and not pretend there is something different that is not. I'm going to work with what I have to achieve what I want. And imagine you have this faith that everything is always working out in your favor. and you believe this to your core. And again, when people hear this, people might think that you are living in illusional land, but you actually are not. Like, you have seen this in your life over and over again. You have experienced this in your life over and over again. When you thought you were losing, you're actually winning. And you have gained this wisdom of you get everything what you want that you want sooner or later, that everything is working out for you because life has showed you that. And you are so certain about that. And this certainty is not living in delusional lands. This certainty is not an illusion, it is truth. And people don't believe you when you say this, but after a while of knowing you, or after many years after they know you, after you cut them off, and they are looking back and they're like, wait, they were right. Everything that they said came true. Like everything that they said that they were going to do, everything that they said, like everything was truth. And this is very surprising for people. Let me know down in the comments if this resonated with you. If you like this video, give it a like. And if you like this content, subscribe. I do have personal readings. They are my first link in the description. They are super affordable. Bye, Pile 1. Hello, Pile 2. So you chose this card that says, it is time to work. It is very surprising for people how much of a hard working person you are. Like, you might be a person that maybe you're very beautiful, or maybe like people perceive you with some sort of privilege that they would assume that you did not need to work. Imagine it's like looking at a beautiful woman and thinking, they don't need to work that much, or they don't work that much because everyone gives them everything, because they can call anybody and give them everything, so this person doesn't work. I'm hearing gold digger. People, I think, when they first meet you, they might think that you are a gold digger, which I don't think is reality. But there might be something about you that is like very beautiful, very attractive, that you can get anything that you want easily. And people think that, yeah, like people think that you got where you got in life because people gave it to you. When in reality, it was your hard work. When in reality, it was your dedication and your hard work. Imagine, it might even be someone that came from a very difficult background, that maybe your parents weren't rich and maybe you did not have a lot of resources, but now you look very rich. And people, again, people might look you now and think, they got the life that they have because the parents gave it to them. They got the money that they have because the parents gave it to them. When in reality, no. It was you from the beginning. It was your hard work. And when people realize this, they are extremely surprised because I think there is also a vibe here that they might be jealous. Like they almost want to use your beauty to kind of minimize you and humanize you because they are jealous of your beauty. They're saying like you only got here because you are beautiful, because of how you look, when in reality, no, it was struggle, it was dedication, it was discipline, it was a lot of hard work. And I think it was actually a lot of hard work that is very humble work. You might have a lot of jobs that were very humble, like low paying jobs, like very humble jobs that you really had to create everything that you have now. Nothing was given to you. You worked at all. Everything came from you. And this is extremely surprising because people look at you now. They see your quality of life. They see your beauty. They see your standards. They see the way that you interact and the way that you live life. And they think, they have all of this because it was given to them because their parents are rich or they have a partner that is rich or whatever. When in reality, no, it was you, sweetheart. And this is very surprising and even shocking at the beginning for them to fully accept. I think when people start to realize this and now actually you build everything, is absolutely shocking for them. And I think at the beginning they almost go in the stage of denial. Like it's a very shocking information for some reason. Because again, I think to a certain degree people are jealous and they're insecure because they don't see themselves doing what you do, because they don't see themselves capable of doing what you do. And you are a true story of starting from the bottom now here. You are a true story of resilience, of persistence, of dedication, of not giving up, of hard work. And people don't see themselves doing what you are doing. So you are most an example and an inspiration and a sort of admiration for them. And I think they are, yeah, jealous, shocked, don't want to believe, you feel me? Because for them to believe that everything came from you, it creates a lot of insecurities within them because you're a very wow person. You're a very inspiring and admirable person with strong dedication and that discipline. And imagine people are surprised to know that you might be someone that works a lot. You might be someone that never stops working. And when people are having fun and when people are resting, you are working. When people are enjoying or people are having their downtime and doing whatever, yeah, having their free time, you look like someone you don't like have free time. You are always working. And this is very surprising for people because at first they might not really see that because I think they do see that at first, but it takes them a while to recognize that and to accept that because they are insecure about that fact. What is surprising about my pile number two? Yeah, a lot of hard work. This is very work centered. Like people are shocked that you seem extremely lucky, but people are shocked that actually you are not lucky. Actually, you create your own luck. Like luck was not given to you. Okay, I think right now you're very lucky, but you're not lucky because things fall into your lap. You are lucky because you work for your luck. You create your luck. You go after what you want. You go after your dreams. You go after your visions, right? And things work out because you do not give up, because you are always working towards that. That's why things work out. That's why things go faster for you. That's why you can achieve big things that people never in their life will achieve, right? Or imagine to achieve. But you do it because you don't give up. You work towards it. It's a lot of dedication and work that goes behind it. So you are a very lucky person, not because you don't do nothing and things fall into your lap, because you create your own opportunities. You create your own luck. You develop your skills to be in certain spaces, like you go after certain spaces or people, or you get out of your comfort zone to try something new, to try something different, even if it scares you. Because it scares you a lot, but you are willing to overcome your fear, to get out of your side of your comfort zone, to try something different, to learn something new, because you know it will help you towards your goal. You create your own luck. I'm hearing nothing was given to me. I have a great life, yes. I'm very lucky, yes. But this was hard work. There was hard work behind my luck and the life that I have now. It was not easy, but it always does work out in my favor. What is surprising about my pal number two? Extremely dedicated, extremely hardworking, a lot of work ethic. Oh, wow. Yeah, I think you are a bit shocking for people because people really don't expect you to be a boss. I think you also have to change your perspective to be in a position of power of your life. Again, maybe you had a difficult childhood. Maybe you did not have many resources in your childhood. Maybe you grew up with not many resources, not much money, not many opportunities. And you really have to work with your mind and with your mindset to change the way that you view life to be in power. Because you have to change the way that you view life to kind of reframe your mindset, to put in a position of power because you were powerless. I feel like growing up, you did not have any maneuver. Like you did not have many options. Like you wanted to do things, but You felt powerless. You felt like, how am I going to do this if I don't have this and this, if I don't have the money, if I don't have the time, if I don't have the energy, maybe to take lessons, to take courses, to get this job, to move here, move there. Like, you felt very without options and without power. And your only way to get that power was to change your mind about how you saw life, to put yourself in a position of power. So maybe instead of just looking to what you didn't have, you start to focus more on what you do have. You realize, wait, okay, maybe I don't have the money, maybe I don't have time, maybe I don't have the energy, but I can slowly start working towards it. I have myself, right? I'm gonna work with what I have. And I think when you started to work with what you have, even if it was little, you became the boss of your own life and you became a leader. Like, you reframe your perspective of life to put you in a position of power, not power above anyone else, but power over your own life and your own choices and your own free will. And this, yeah, like, this made things happen for you. Like, this made you work hard and see what you want. There is also a vibe that nobody tells you what to do. You tell yourself what to do. I think people are also very surprised that they cannot control you and that you are very self assured and in control of your life. If you want to do something, you gotta do it, even if people tell you not to do it. Like, nobody can boss you around. You are very adverse to authority and to being told what to do, because you know you can do it. You know what you're capable of, and nobody's going to tell you what you aren't capable of. Only you can show yourself. You are very self-reliant. You also have this masculine energy that is very surprising for people. Again, you might be someone that is very beautiful, maybe very feminine, but there is this masculine energy, this authority, this power that is very surprising to you. And it's not seen at first. At first, it's not quite seen, but I think it's felt. But people, I think, they don't want to recognize that. I think when the people first meet you, it's not seen how much power you actually have, how much authority you actually have, because this might be something that you don't say to people, you don't brag about. Like, you just act on who you are. You don't say who you are, you just act like it. And again, I think people want to purposely underestimate you and purposely ignore all your good qualities because it makes them insecure. But yeah, it's very shocking. Like, your masculine energy is super strong, but it's not loud. It is very strong and very powerful, but it's not loud. Like, your sense of authority and power is very big. You influence a lot around you, like people, environments. You enter a room and everything shifts. Very surprising about my part number two. I'm hearing quality over quantity. You don't do it all because you know where to put your energy and what deserves your time and energy, and you know where to focus. You're not a spread thin type of person. Yeah, very shocking and surprising about you, how you surprise people. It's almost by how stubborn you actually are. People might try to sway you to go in this direction, go that direction, and you're like, no, no, no. I know where I want to go, I know what I want to do, and no one is gonna like take me off track. Maybe even there is something. Imagine you have a goal, and this goal is very big, and you are working towards it for months or even years, and like, it is not working out yet, but you know if you don't give up, it will work out, and nobody believes you. Everyone tells you it's never going to work out. You should give up. Why you keep on trying? It hasn't worked out yet. You won't be able to make it, and you do not believe that. Like, you hold your vision and you give up at nothing. Like, only you can tell you when to stop. Nobody has authority over you besides yourself. And I think also something that is very surprising about you is that, again, actually, you're not that rich in terms of money. Like, I think you are very abundant, and I think you're very rich in terms of life. But people are shocked to your like background, that maybe you did not have much money or resources, and even like people might see you now and might think that you're rich, but you actually not that rich. Maybe you got like what you need and you make the best with what you need. People actually shocked to the fact that you make so much happen with less resources than they thought. You are making so much happen and you are working so hard with less resources than they thought. That's very surprising to them. Let me know down in the comments if this resonated with you. If you like this video, give it a like. And if you like this content, subscribe. I do have personal readings. They're my first link in the description and they are super affordable. Bye, pile 2. Hello, pile 3. So you chose this card that says, let yourself be surprised. And it came in the reverse. I think something that is very surprising about you is that actually you see right through people. You know way more than you say. This is giving a vibe of someone, imagine, someone that might be a bit deceptive, a bit manipulative, and they are like very good with their words and they can convince all the people around them of these lies that they are telling because they are really good and everyone might believe them. But you got that feeling of like, there is something wrong here. Like, I don't trust this person. I don't believe in. And you are right. Like, you are someone that has a strong intuition and you can see right through people. Like, people cannot manipulate you that easily. Like, it takes way more to manipulate you than it seems like, because maybe you are someone that doesn't call out people that often. Maybe you are someone that sees someone lying. Everyone believes their lies, right? And maybe you're not someone that is like confrontational and you're just like, yeah, I don't believe them, but also I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm just gonna stay quiet and whatever and not trust them and not believe them, right? And because you're not very outspoken about all that you know a lot about people and you see through people and you know way more than you say. It is quite surprising when people try to trick you and they can't. People try to manipulate you and they can't, and they are very surprised by it. Like, they are very surprised to the fact that you always knew better. Like, they are very surprised to the fact that you can see right through them, that you cannot be played with, that you cannot be deceived because you're actually very observant, very intelligent, highly intelligent, very aware of social cues, intuition, like human behavior. You know way more than you say. Like, you keep a lot to yourself, and it's like a treasure chest of information within you. You are the person that people come to just to read someone. You feel me? Like, when you just know someone and you go to that friend that always is right about people and you ask them, hey, what do you think about this person? You are that person. You're that person that people come to ask for opinion about others because you are really good at reading people. You are really good at sniffing out the lies and you are really good at seeing the truth about people. You are not easily deceived or manipulated. I'm also hearing, how do you know this? Like, how do you know this about me? How do you know that I was lying? How do you know that that I was being manipulative? Like, everyone believes me. Why don't you? Like, how do you know the truth? What is surprising about my pile number 3? Imagine, I think you got a strong sense of intuition, but I think sometimes you doubt yourself because I think you are manipulated to doubt yourself. And I think that's also the reason why you don't speak much. I think maybe in your childhood, you saw a lot of wrong behavior, a manipulative behavior, and you call them out. Maybe this was your parents, the people around you, and they gaslight you to think that you were wrong. And I think because of that, you're not very outspoken to everything that you know, and you might even doubt yourself. But the more you live and the more you get to know people, the more you understand you are right. I think you're coming to realization, wait, I always knew. I was manipulated to think that I was wrong, but I always knew. I knew this from the beginning. I felt this from the beginning. I was right. Something that is very surprising about you is that you protect yourself. your space. You protect yourself, you protect your space. Yeah, you're very self-protective. And I think again, you might be a more quiet person that only really opens up when you trust people, and you might not be a big extrovert at the beginning, right? And it might take you a while for you to gain trust, to be able to like speak with people and be more extroverted. You might be a more introverted type, more quiet type, and people really take this as a weakness when in reality, no. Like people think you are weak because you're more quiet, but you are really one, you're seeing right through them. There is no BS. Like the reason why you're quiet is because you are right, seeing right through them. Because I think you open up to the people that you trust, but because you don't trust these people with reason, because you are right about that, you are right about not trusting them. You're more quiet, more reserved, and those these people think that this is like an insecurity within you. At first, they think that if they push you or if they try to go into your space, you open up because they see your quietness as almost this thing of wanting to be loved, or yeah, they see your quietness as like you being someone insecure that is desperate for attention and love. That's how they see it. I don't understand the logic behind it. That's how they see it. And they think the moment that they try to push you, come into your space, that you're going to open up easily, but you don't. You are quiet because you see right through these people. You are quiet because you know better. It's not because you're insecure and you need for love. No, like it's because you know better and you are right about that. You are always right about that. Your sixth sense, you are so, so right. And people are surprised to the fact that it's not easy to come into your space. Again, they may look at you at first and think that you are weak or you need invalidation or you need a friends or whatever. You might be someone that doesn't have many friends, but you like it that way. You don't have many friends because it's not because you feel like people don't like you. No, it's because you don't like people. Like the reason why you are alone and the reason why you don't have many people around you, or the reason why is because that you are quiet, is because you don't want to talk with these people. You don't want to be with these people because you see right through them. You see right through their BS, right? And again, people might think that is like when they see you, I just need to give them some sort of validation or love and attention, and they're gonna open up to me because they have no one, so they're desperate for people. You are not. You are not, and they are shocked to the fact that you're actually very protective of your space, that you actually don't want them, that you actually prefer to be alone, that you actually like buy, and you're gonna do everything to defend your space, especially from people that you don't trust, because you were right about not trusting them, because they are shady, because they are lying. But you might be the only one that sees that. You are a very boundary person, and they people are surprised to the fact that you are serious about these boundaries and that you are choosing these boundaries. You don't have these boundaries because people don't love you or people don't want you. No, you have these boundaries because you don't want people. It's a choice. It's not, you're not doing this through social rejection. You are doing this to protect your peace because you are up here this way. You feel me? Let me know if you feel me, what I'm trying to say. um What is surprising about my palm number three? Yeah, like I think people see people that are shy and quiet and are on their own, and they think they are sad people or they sad to be alone. And in reality, you like to be alone, you feel me, because you don't want to deal with BS from others, and you don't want to, yeah, just speak with someone just for speaking when in reality you don't like them. Um, It's very surprising for people how well you balance, for example, work and your personal life, how well you balance self care, rest, um, loving yourself between working hard and making money. Like, it's very surprising the fact that you have a very good balance between, again, those sides of you, the side of going to work, making money, go after the things that you want and desire, and the side of you that needs rest and needs love. And Yeah, that self-love journey, that balance between hustle culture and self-love journey. And what is very surprising about you is also that you go after what you want. You might take a while to make that decision. You might take a while to make that decision and to create space to go after what you want, but you always go after what you want. And I think, imagine, this is surprising because you might, again, be a quiet person that doesn't speak a lot about their personal life, that is, doesn't tell people a lot what they are doing or not doing. Because I think you don't speak a lot of your personal life. People might not, like, people perceive you incorrectly when they first meet you, because they might perceive you as someone that is lonely and that is sad because he's lonely, when I don't think you are sad because you're lonely. I think people just perceive someone that likes to be alone, and they see loneliness as being sad, you feel me, when in reality it is not. Like, I think you got your priorities straight, and you know the priorities in your life, and your priorities are yourself, self love, healing, and making money. And yeah, going after what you want, going after your goals. And you're actually very confident in that. You're very confident in going after your goals. And very impulsive is not the right word, but like, you go after it. When you have a vision, when you have a dream, when you have a goal you want to achieve, you make it happen. And I think because you don't speak too much about it, this fiery side of you, this side of being eye achieving and going after what you want, people don't see it at first. It takes a while for them to see this part of you. What is surprising about my pile number three? Yeah, it is surprising that I'm not saying that you're not very giving, no, but like, you are selfish in the good way. You are not going to give your resources to people you don't trust. I think you are giving to the people that you trust and you love, but you don't trust and love many people. I think people are shocked of how protective you are of your time, energy, and things. You might not be someone that doesn't give a lot of money to people. Like, if they ask you, you're like, no, bro, I don't even like you. I don't even trust you. I'm not gonna give you money alone. Like, I'm not gonna give you my time as well. I'm not gonna give you my energy. People are shocked to the fact that you're not just open for them. And again, I think it comes back to that thing of being more quiet and shy. People might think that maybe you don't have that many friends. Maybe you are quiet. Maybe you are shy. People might at first look at that and think, I just give them like a little bit and they're going to give me everything because they are desperate for attention and they are desperate for external validation and approval. When in reality, you are not. You are choosing to be alone. And it comes back to this energy that you like your time for yourself, you like your money for yourself, you work hard for your money, your time is yours, you hold on to the things that you have, and you don't share with people because you like to enjoy them yourself, as you should. Again, some people might call this selfish. I think this is having a healthy relationship with yourself, you feel me? You don't owe anything to no one, especially to people that are deceiving, manipulative, and liars. You don't owe them anything. You don't owe them your time, energy, money, things. No. And you know that. And you enjoy yourself as you should because it is your life, it is your things, and nobody can tell you otherwise. Because I do believe that you are the type of person that when you love someone, you are very loving, you're very giving, but if you don't love a person, you don't give them nothing. You might not even look in their direction, and as you should. If you see somebody is shady, is manipulative, you see right through them. Of course, you're not going to give them anything. And these people that are seen this way, almost entitled, they are giving a bit of narcissism. They have this sense of entitlement over people's energy and time and presence and thing, when in reality, you don't owe anyone nothing besides yourself. Let me know down in the comments if this resonated with you. If you like this reading, give it a like. And if you like this content, subscribe. I do have personal readings. They are super affordable and they have my first link in description. Bye bye free.